What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt here again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius banner review, and this time we're talking about love. We're talking about you and me. We're talking about Cupid. We're talking about the Valentine's Day banner, and will you be my Valentine? Will this banner be your Valentine? We'll find out after this review, guys, so let's get into it. First up is the lovely Cupid Luna, the, archer, the Luna, who used to just be a barrage unit. Nothing more than that, barrage TM units. Now she gets a little bit of spunk on her. She's looking nice, and she's in love. It's, the time of the season. So, Cupid Luna is going to be a physical damage dealer for you guys. And the TM for Cupid Luna is Soluna Ring. And that is going to be a meta tier for me. And the reason being is that this ring is probably best in slot on a lot of healers out there for sure. Giving you 15% to light and dark resist, which is a plus. But also giving you that auto refresh so you can start building up that MP that you will need in longer fights. Because your healer is going to have to be doing a lot of work, right? So it's supposedly supposed to stack with itself. So 2 Soluna rings will give you double on the MP regen, and it's supposed to stack if you have innate MP regeneration too, stack with that. So that's what makes it so good, and that's why you would want this ring. I think it's a meta choice. I think it's one of the best in slot TMs. Moving on, let's talk about the pros and what, Cupid Luna can actually do. Cupid Luna has the ability to use Chainsaw, which if you guys know anything about our boy Edgar, the chainsaw cheesing is real. It's a really good ability for chaining and then finishing and things like that. And in the future, when we get a unit Setzer, it's going to be some crazy stuff if they don't change it in global. So very, very good at doing that. Also has offensive breaking, so she can break down the attack and magic of the opponent if you need that, if you don't have a full break unit. But we do have Rain for that at this point, and Rain also boosts your whole team up with leadership. So not sure if that's really the slot you're going to want to be putting her in. She can counter magic, so if she gets hit, she can counter back on magic, which is also a rare commodity here in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and she does have high stats for a 5-star unit, so she is going to have a little bit of magic and attack that's a little bit higher than most 5-star, top-end units. So let's talk about the cons, though. The equipment's really tough on her. She can only equip a couple of things. Her equipment variety isn't that big, so that's going to be a con when you guys try to build her. She does have a lot of hybrid damage, too, and if you guys don't know already, and I've been harping in your ear, hybrid damage is just not where you want to be in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. It's just not. And then she does have a barrage ability, which is awesome, but it has the dark element attached to it, and that can be a good and bad thing, but mostly it's going to be a bad thing because you're kind of like hurting yourself having that dark element attached unless you're fighting something that's weak to dark or doesn't have a dark resist, so that's something that could hurt her. So that's just what I want to say there. And without further ado, where do we rank Cupid Luna? She is getting the ranking of Cheesing Chainsaw Champion. That's right, replace Edgar on your team if you're going to do this cheesing chainsaw stuff. Other than that, she's kind of a mediocre breaking unit, a mediocre physical damage dealer, but she does have a really great TM, so I'd be happy to see her at 3-star base. Next up is our 4-star base unit going up to 6-star, and that's Cupid Artemis. He's going to be a physical damage dealer, and he also has some support with him, which is pretty cool. Let's talk about the TM and the Soluna band. The Soluna band, like the Soluna Ring, is going to be in the accessory slot, and this time it's going to be another meta tier choice. That's right, guys. I think it's best in slot for tanks right now. Not only are you getting a high HP stat, defense, things like that, you're also getting elemental resist and resist thrown in there at this point, so that's really strong for a tank, making them stronger, better than Muscle Belt, and the other TM also coming onto this. So I'm going to say best in slot for tank right now is the Soluna band. Moving on, let's talk about what Cupid Artemis actually does and the pros of him. He does get a triple killer and undead, beast, and demon, so that's going to be really great for you guys out there, for the killer abilities. Stacking with the killer bow also going to help out a lot there. He can counter physical damage. He actually has a really strong counter physical damage move, which will help him out a lot. When he does get hit, he's going to be able to hit him back. He can chain with light, which is going to be important because I know a lot of you guys have Excaliburs out there. Orlando is on the horizon. He does a lot of light damage. He's built around light chaining, so he's going to help a little bit with that, but he's not the best at light chaining. The only reason I'm saying that is he is going to add another elemental chain in there with his light damage. And then he's also really easy to build, guys. I mean, essentially you throw your killer bow for Brachiosaurus on him. You get a tiger mask, which you can get from a quest. Black belt key, same thing, quest or recipe. Double hero ring, and he's going to be able to dish out a lot of damage. Talk about the cons right now with my boy Cupid Artemis. He has a chance to cover female characters, and I don't know why they added this in his kit. It's actually ridiculous. He's a physical damage dealer. They kind of did the same thing with Medius, where he like pulls attacks to him, I do believe, and there's no reason for it. He's not a tank. It's not cute in my opinion. It actually hurts his, like, I think they're trying to be cute with it, but at the same time, it's like you're hurting one of your global exclusive units. You're making them worse by doing this, in my opinion, so not good. You can work around it by not having any female characters on your team, but that's kind of hard with a lot of high-end damage dealers, magic dealers, and supports being, you know, female. So why would you want to work around it? Another con he has, bows actually just suck. You can't dual wield with them. You can't put double hand on with them, which I think is dumb. I think you should be able to double hand. You are double handing the weapon. I think that should work, but it's understandable why they did it. And then he only buffs himself. When I first thought of this character, I thought he was going to be buffing the whole team and bringing that. He does have like a high-end attack buff that's like 80% to himself, but it's still not that, you know, it's not great. You're taking the turn off to buff yourself as a physical damage dealer. I mean, you're going to do a lot of damage the next couple of turns, but is it really worth it when you're already buffing yourself with another support? I don't think so. But without further ado, where do I rank this guy? He's getting a ranking of budget waifu white knight. That is correct. Even if you don't want this white knight to jump in front of those females, he's going to do it anyway and take the hit. He is pretty strong for being a budget unit for you guys out there, just like Shao. He's going to be easy to build and easy to bust out the damage and do good for you. So if you're in need of a physical damage dealer and you don't have one yet, and you don't have a lot of TMs or weapons, this guy is going to be the choice for you. Last but not least, we have our 5-star daddy base going up to 6-star. That's right, we have Marie. And Marie wasn't supposed to be coming to us till the Final Fantasy II banner, but remember, Gumi's doing it different. We have global, so we're getting her on Valentine's Day. Yay! She's actually really strong. She's the green mage we've all been waiting for, support role. Let's talk about the TM in Rainbow Robe. The best in slot, another meta tier, best in slot for support and mages right now, in my opinion. You get 45 defense, you get 45 magic, you get 45 spirit, and on top of that, let's add 30% to all your resistances in the elemental tree. Yeah, it's really strong. So this is going to be a really good TM. You guys are going to want to at least farm one of them, possibly 2 or 3. I mean, I don't know how many Marie you're actually going to end up pulling, but it's how it's going to be. Also, I want to note that Cupid Artemis and Cupid Luna will not be in the summoning pool anymore after this banner goes away, but Marie is going to be there. So, you know, you are going to have a chance of getting her even off banner at this slight chance of getting a 5-star base off banner. Let's talk about the pros and what Marie is good at. Marie can AoE elemental resist buff everyone on your team by a lot. She has one move that does it all. That's her level 100 move. She also has a bunch of the Aga spells to do it by 70%. So she's very, very good at making sure you don't get her elemental attacks. She gives resist to some status elements. So she can actually buff up your whole team and make sure you guys don't get it by like sleep, you know, things like that. You're going to stop that from happening to you. So that's another good thing she brings to the team as a support, which I think is really awesome. It's something we haven't seen before, and I like that a lot. So in Arena, you're going to be able to stop all that stuff from happening to you if you have her on your squad. She also has the ability to cast Reflect on your team, and that's something we didn't have besides using Carbuncle before, and she has dual cast. So not dual green magic cast like Sirius had. This girl right here, Maria, is going to have just Marie. God, why did I call her Maria? Marie is going to have dual cast to be able to dual cast any magic ability, and then she also has the ability to lower down the elemental resist of the enemy, which is really strong also. So that's going to be her kit. Now let's talk about the cons of Marie real quick. I called her Maria. I can't believe I did that. Cons are she has no healing right now. Now when she does get her enhancements from the JP side of things, and when it catches up in global, she is going to have a heal on her kit, which is really good. You know, it's going to make her even better, but right now she doesn't have a heal, so it's going to make her kind of even more of a toolbox unit than she was before. And she has no raise, so she's not going to be able to raise anybody up. So she guys, for this unit right here, she's not taking the place of your healer or of your support. She is more of adding to your team and being a supplement to what you have in a fight that you might need her. And she's very niche, as you see here. She has very specific fights you're going to use her in. She's not like an all-around going to be in your team like Refia, like Tillith 6-star. You know, she's not going to take the place of that healer support you need in your squad, but she is going to be able to come in, and she's definitely strong when she is strong. So without further ado, what is the ranking? We're going to give her Pocket Lucky Charms Master. That's right, guys. She's going to come out, and when she does, she's coming in full force, and when she's good, baby, she's the best at what she does. She's one of the third or fourth top ranked support in JP because, again, when she is necessary, when she is needed, she is an all-star at what she does. So a very good pull if you pull her, and you're going to be happy you have her in your hero box. So yeah, guys, that's the Valentine's Day banner in a nutshell. I do think it's definitely worth pulling on due to the fact that TMs, there are 3 really, really good TMs that'll help your support, your tank, and then your support or mage. Best in slot and a lot of those things right there. Artemis can help a lot of you guys out there missing a physical damage dealer. And then if you do get the off chance of pulling Marie, it's going to be great for you because, again, you're going to have that person to help you through some tougher fights that are coming out, because let me tell you guys, this game is going to get much harder than what you're used to unless Gumi and Global decide to dumb it down from the Japanese rankings. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you're pulling on this banner or how excited you are for the Valentine's Day stuff, and then subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys later.